to another Boogin Month video! Woo! This is Bloodstained, Aria of Sorrow. I mean Castlevania! Cause Konami.
I get your reference.
Remember when Konami made good games that people wanted to play on systems that people had?
Nope.
That weren't mobile games?
Nope.
Nope. This is the game that started off my love of the Castlevania franchise. This is Aria of Sorrow.
This is what started it?
Yep, this was the first. This was one of the first Castlevania games I ever played.
That's weird.
Yeah, this is a weird place to start.
It's a good one though. You gotta fucking admit.
You're not wrong. This is a good game, but it's
so. Here's the question: which dumb man, lady boy are you in this game?
Soma.
Okay.
Soma Cruz.
So you're a man, lady boy.
Yeah. Oh, did you see that? The one. Wait, go over. Yeah. So you could do Julius mode right off the bat if you really wanted to.
I don't want to do Julius mode. I love Julius, and we'll talk about Julius later on. But
is he
do hard mode?
Is he orange?
No, I'm not doing
orange. Julius.
Orange.
What name are you gonna pick?
Bird. It's a Castlevania game. What is your fucking name? The answer is ass.
It sure is. Where are you going?
The reason you pick ass is because they're in the same line.
I'm taking poo.
Ass poo.
Then put a skull. Put a skull.
Ass poo skull.
Fit.
Ass poo.
You are most a deadly warrior.
So this game takes place
in the
20
future.
years in the future, according to right now. But yeah, so we're not gonna watch all this. But
Mode 7 graphics. Oh, check out this artwork.
This artwork is actually fucking awesome. It's Japanese as shit, and look at that.
You know what?
Look at that fucking dapper ass coat Soma has.
So let's start this game off right by I don't know what gender Soma is, and the artwork doesn't help.
The artwork in this is better than the sequel's artwork.
Yeah,
it is like they tried, but no.
Well, I love that that's like an ongoing joke. That I mean, it's not a joke. He's a very talented artist, but like a lot of the a lot of those Castlevania characters look very androgynous.
It's made very effeminate. And it doesn't help whenever they make the Castlevania fighting game where the artwork was done by the person that did Death Note.
Yeah.
And it looks, which made it like it totally does not fit. Simon looks really fucking weird in that game.
Yes, he does.
So this game is more of akin to Symphony of the Night, where you get different weapons of different types.
Really? Every game after Symphony of the Night was Symphony of the Night.
Yeah. If you couldn't hear that noise, Ando slapped himself on the cheek.
Besides,
fucking hate you.
No, I mean you can't deny that though.
Yeah,
they knew what was good and they fucking ran with it for so fucking long.
I like Symphony of the Night. Don't get me wrong, but my problem with Castlevania games after that is that you have to go through this like constant like, oh, I have to upgrade my I got a new weapon. I have to put it in there. So. Blah blah blah. Like I just want to walk around and hit stuff with a whip or a sword.
Yeah, I mean sometimes it's fun to have the different weapons, and there's certain games like this I like, but like I don't disagree with you. Sometimes it's nice to just have a fucking whip and just whip the shit out of enemies.
Right, like
because it feels good to whip them.
Yeah. And I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with these, you know, the later ones. I actually think when I first heard and saw somebody play Symphony of the Night, I'm like, that's too RPG for me. Because like I was seeing like how the life counter comes up, like the hit.
This is how many hit points I took off them.
And every time I see stuff like that, I'm like,
this easy ass boss.
I just don't.
This shows up as a fucking regular enemy later on.
Does that bother you when enemies as bosses come back as regular enemies?
Sometimes, yeah.
Here's the thing, it bothers me more that there's an enemy later on that's this exact same boss, but just a different color.
Oh, and he's like gold or whatever?
He's like gold later on. I think it's stupid.
I think it's okay as long as it's not like it's a regular enemy.
Right. So now we have the map.
If you walk around the corner and there's one in every room, then it's fucking stupid. Like you might as well not have even done it. Because then it just, like, oh yeah, it makes you feel like you're getting more powerful. No, it doesn't.
No. You're just a palette swap.
Yeah, you're just... just palette swaps.
So you said was this your first Castlevania, or was there a different one?
It's definitely one of the first. The one for DS might have been my first one, because I think
the sequel to this?
Yes. Because honestly, I never really played any of the original Castlevanias. I maybe played some of them.
Mm-hmm.
I think I remember playing some of the first one, but I never beat it. I never beat 2 or 3, or yeah, I can't be here right now because there's actually a way to. There's a lot
you can glitch that out.
Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can glitch this out. In fact, like the speed run for this game is like 45 minutes or something.
Yeah,
like
I remember
that.
you saying it was really short.
It's super short because there's so many fucking glitches. A lot of them deal with having the succubus soul, because apparently having it and like getting hit or attacking certain enemies just like makes things like go ape shit. And I kind of wish I knew more about that, but I never really bothered to learn. It's one of those things I might want to do someday, but you got to do a lot of research about it online, honestly.
Oh God, what is that?
A booer.
Booer.
Oh,
I think one of my we were talking about your first Castlevania was, mine one wasn't the first one. It was the third one.
Mine too.
And
that's why you and I both like that
that's
game
right,
so
I
much.
can't go this way anyway.
Yeah, the third one, Castlevania 3 is probably my favorite Castlevania.
Yeah.
I think only because of that you get to play as like other characters. They had like branching paths and everything. Like, it wasn't as linear as like Castlevania 1 was.
Right.
Where you were just on a straight path.
Right.
Like after what was like every boss or every other boss you could pick where you want to go.
I think it was every other.
And like,
or it might have been every boss. I don't know. It's hard to remember.
And like, who you had with you at the end of the game affected the ending. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
'Cause there's like 3 different endings. Like, no, I think there was 4 different endings. Because there's an ending where you're alone.
Uh huh.
There's an ending where you're alone. There's an ending with you and Alucard. There's an ending with you and Grant. And then there's an ending with you and Sylph.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there's another thing you can do in this game. Yeah, it's where like if you jump and then like you hit attack like right before you hit the ground, you can attack like twice in a row really quickly. Kind of like that.
Are you going the right way?
I think so, because I can't go. Wait, can I go up or down? Well, I guess I do have to go in that water part. Oh, you know what? Okay.
Yeah, I think you're thinking of a different water section. Because there's that one where you can go so far, but then you're blocked off.
Yeah, but I think there's something I have to get there. That's what it is. I forgot that there's something. Oh, now I can throw axes.
I think like of like some of the lower enemies, axe armor was like my favorite.
Yeah. But yeah, I always ended up liking Castlevania 3 more just because it was the first one I played.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's awesome to be able to be different characters and choose different paths. I think if after beating it, I really, really, really like Dracula X.
Dracula X is good, yeah.
It like combines everything that I like about the Castlevania games, but makes it like more visually appealing.
Yeah.
Like it has all of the the weapons and the whipping, and like everything feels good. You can upgrade your whip and do that stuff. Like everything feels good and it looks good. I think that's probably why I like that one so much.
Yeah,
I like 4, but not.
I was
really.
gonna say 4. Well, 4 is good. I like Bloodlines more. Not Bloodlines. Wait, is that the Sega one?
Bloodlines is the second one. I like the Sega. I like the Bloodlines, the second one. And I think that honestly, now that I think about it, that's probably the first Castlevania game I remember playing. It's certainly not the first one I beat, because I never beat Bloodlines until I used an emulator. I used an emulator and used save states, but that's another game that's super fucking hard. So I gotta do this.
The flying armor.
Do you fight Devilman at the end like you do in Dracula X?
Wait, what?
You fight Dracula, and then he does his second form, and he looks like fucking Devilman.
In which game?
in Dracula Double X.
No, but I mean, like, which game were you asking him? Do you fight that one in?
In Rondo. Or not in Rondo, in the Genesis one.
No,
I've never beat it. I have no idea.
I'm trying to think.
You fight a weird fetus of god final boss in this game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
There's like the final boss, which is like, I think it's Dracula, right? Obviously.
No, it's like
Who's the final boss in this?
the final boss is
Is it the one guy that thinks he's like
the one guy who? Okay, so the plot of this game is that basically. The plot of this game is basically that you were born on the same day that Dracula was defeated, however many years ago, back in 1999.
1999, the game that will never exist that I always want.
Right,
Yeah,
and
go on.
we'll always talk about, and we'll never have it because God hates us.
Yeah.
But basically, and there's another guy who was born also on the same day, and this cult basically thinks that you or this other guy are destined to become Dracula. This other guy thinks it's him. The cult and a bunch of these other people think that it's probably you. You kind of don't want to become Dracula. That's why you can collect all these souls of all these enemies, because you basically are supposed to become Dracula, and you basically like are using the souls of the enemies that Dracula commanded. So what happens is this: if you have to do certain things.
It's like a Symphony of Night bullshit mechanic where you have to have something equipped.
Right, you basically have to have the talisman that the girl who you're in love with gives you at the beginning of the game, and you have to have that equipped while you beat the guy who thinks he's Dracula while he turns into Dracula. You kill him, and then there's another section of the castle that opens up, and then you have to basically
You have to have 3 certain souls equipped.
Yeah, and then
like
you go to like it's almost like the inverted part, but it's basically just like a lower section of the castle, and you beat that, and it's basically just like a giant like chaos monster. It really doesn't even. I think it's literally just called Chaos too.
It's like a weird. Yeah, it literally looks like Fetus of God level from Darkstalkers.
Jesus.
It's just like a giant room of like shit that's trying to kill you.
I think I mentioned this when we were doing Alan Wake, but like I always thought, like, because I always knew how you got to the inverted castle in Symphony of the Night, but I obviously didn't play it for a long time, so I had never done it. But I thought it was way more obscure than it really is.
Yeah, all you have to you have to have the like eyeglasses on to see shit.
But I mean, like, I thought it was like.
So this is the guy who's the bad guy. You're a human, Graham Jones. Yes, my name is Graham. I'm just
King Graham.
Yeah.
From King's Quest, King Graham.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought it was like I thought the game didn't explain it to you, but it kind of does.
Yeah, I mean, the way to. I mean, it's like in some games like that, or even like in the Souls games, like. You have to. There's games like that where you have to read item descriptions.
Yeah.
Because it gives it away in the item descriptions that there is something else, or
yeah,
you know.
And I was surprised that you could do that.
Yeah.
Because like I just assumed that it was just like, oh, fucking 6 years after the game came out, somebody found out that if you put on the glasses, you start eating that trash can. And like then it just. Your PlayStation just boots up the really shitty but awesome at the same time FMV of the castle up above. It's so fucking bad. Oh yeah. Like it's like I can't even think of how to describe it. Like it's worse than like the RE2 cutscenes. Yeah. Like the RE2 cutscenes look like PlayStation 4 graphics compared to the castle. Like the 2 videos of in Symphony of the Night, where it first shows you the castle, and then when it does the inverted castle. Yeah. Whoa! Hey! Oh god.
I'm trying to fuck it.
I can't remember. I don't. Oh no, they're not in it. In the 360 remake, when they released Symphony of the Night on 360, the FMVs aren't in there.
Oh really?
Yeah. You just automatically go.
Yeah. They're fucking horrendous. That's probably why.
And it sucks though, because I was like, waiting for it, and it just didn't show up.
like it's like there's a certain charm to that, and I
yeah.
and I know that like a lot of the people that made these games are like, oh, they're terrible, like we don't want people to see them and like all this other shit, and I'm like, but it's like
that's what does it.
It kind of ruins the charm though.
Yeah. This is gonna sound like weird, but like, did you have like a favorite area in that game in Symphony of the Night?
I'll tell you what Noah's favorite area in any Castlevania game is.
Is it the clock tower?
Clock tower.
Yeah. My favorite was the church, because it had the best music in the game.
The church had really cool music. I liked the underground catacombs area.
Oh, that music in that was cool too.
That's a really cool level.
Yeah, I usually am a big fan of the underground.
Are you talking about
levels?
the underground or the Coliseum that's like by the underground? Because that's cool too. Where you fight like Simon. Where you fight Simon. Is it Simon?
No,
I know you fight Grant.
You fight Grant, Sifa, and shit.
Ah,
not
shit.
Richter, the other one. It's not Simon and it's not Richter. It's the other one, Trevor.
On these bells.
Trevor.
Yeah, that's probably the best fight in that game. And
I like when you fight Doppelpopulus.
Fucking Doppelpopulus.
He's an early boss too, which is really weird. I thought that would have been like later.
Both of those boss fights are referenced in Portrait of Ruin, which is the second one for DS.
I was gonna say that besides like of any of the Castlevania like Metroidvania games, that's probably my favorite. Portrait of Ruin. I don't know why. It has like it feels like it has the least to do about a Castlevania game ever. But it's really good. I really like it.
Because it starts off, it doesn't feel like a Castlevania game, but it
really doesn't.
It has a lot of shit. Once you get into that game, you realize how much fucking shit it has to do with fucking Castlevania.
Yeah.
Because, like, the ghost that appears, spoiler alert, is the fucking dude is the dude with the fucking spear, the 16-year-old kid from the Genesis. From the Genesis. Yeah.
Yeah, when he showed up, and I'm like, wait. And then, like, you find out that's him.
Yeah, his name's Wind, and you find out that he's what's his name from the Genesis.
That's fucking cool, though.
Yeah, that was a cool reveal. There's a Julius mode in that one, isn't it? Is there like a Belmont mode in that one?
I know that there's a Belmont. I forget who it is.
But you play. There is a mode where I think
you play as Richter in that mode. I don't remember. That one has the most random assortment of modes.
You play as the sisters.
Yeah, you play as the fucking. There's a Ghost Sisters mode, which is easily the easiest mode because all you do is
you just wreck shit with their
magic. You
magic.
use the stylus to attack, and all you have to do is hold it down on enemies, and it just like fucking destroys them. It is fucking insane.
Yeah.
So here's the question, which I was just about to just tell you the answer of mine anyway. But who is your favorite Belmont? Because mine is absolutely Richter.
Mine is Trevor.
I can see that. Trevor's redesign in Symphony of the Night is so fucking good. Like he looks so cool in Symphony of the Night.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, after Becky played it, and like we sort of, she played it, and I was watching her do that.
Shit,
I spent a week like looking for just
got
right up the booty.
I spent like a week looking for a remake. Like if somebody took the assets from that game and remade Castlevania 3 to no avail.
Yeah,
there was a couple, but they weren't real great. They either they weren't as good a quality as I wanted, or like they were trying to make it their own thing too much.
Yeah,
like I just wanted a straight up fucking PS1 looking remake of 3, and that's none of them were that.
Yeah, it's weird because like that seems like to be a big, like a big game, like a popular one.
Yeah,
it's Castlevania 3.
Yeah,
and there's not like anything for it.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Like the most we get, like again, like how we can play as like different Belmonts in some of these games, you know?
Yeah,
and that's it. But it's
Honestly,
like they're not.
I think I like Julius, and I like the fact that you're not him in this game, but he's still like an important player. And as much as I would love to,
You're gonna die
be
again.
him. Yeah, I'm gonna die again because I'm probably not in the right area I'm supposed to be in, because I'm doing like 11 damage to this guy.
Oh, is that a boss?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he's another one that turns into like a regular enemy later on. So
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's not a boss. It's just. I mean, it is.
I'm just fucking Pooh Babby right now.
So maybe we just don't go down that way anymore.
Okay.
This is gonna be a weird thing to say, but I really like the save room in Symphony of the Night where it's like a coffin. It just goes on top of you.
It's like one of the few quote unquote 3D moments in that game, and it's so fucking great.
It is really cool.
One of the other boss fights that I think is really underrated is the is where you fight your mom, like / succubus in Symphony of the Night.
I always forget about that boss
Because like I thought the whole like going back in time or whatever, like the you like have
I
that.
thought it was cool seeing that.
Yeah, I thought it was a really cool thing. Like the boss itself isn't fantastic by any means, but just that whole setting of how they get to that boss fight, I think is really interesting.
Yeah. Mother.
Like the voiceover is so bad, so bad. Like I just want to know, like was that like a last minute thing? Like that translation?
No, I doubt it. I'm
There we go. Now
I'm kind of mad I missed out on playing the Saturn version of it.
Oh, really?
Was it for Saturn?
I think so.
Yes, Saturn was the only other version besides the version in the PSP.
The Dracula X Chronicles.
The Dracula X Chronicles. The version in Dracula X Chronicles where you can unlock
We can play as
Symphony of the
Maria.
Night. You can play as Maria. The only other version you can do that in is the Saturn version.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's fucking hard to find, and I'm pretty sure it's pretty goddamn expensive.
The PSP version or Saturn?
Oh, the Saturn version. The PSP
Okay.
version you can find fairly easily.
Yeah, I was gonna say I have.
I have it on my Vita. That's one of those games like I had it for my PSP, and then when I got the Vita, I'm like, oh, I can download this on my Vita. Like I can just play it whenever. Then
There's in Dracula XX, you can. I think at one point you have to save her.
Yeah.
Because it's another one that has like you can go a couple of different ways in the game.
Yeah, because I never really played that version that much, but I have the PSP version that I played a lot of, and you do, you can save like her, and then like I think 1 or 2 other people,
Yeah.
and like you can play as them.
Yeah.
People that you save.
Yeah.
I don't think you can play as the other ones, but I know you can play as Maria.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
absolutely can.
The funniest thing was in that PSP version, you can unlock the Kid Dracula mode.
Oh God.
Where I think it was, I don't know which version it was, but it was almost like the Sonic and Knuckles. Like you had like something else like attached to it. It would play like this like weird unfinished game where it was like Kid Dracula.
Oh yeah.
It was like a chibi Simon or whoever it was in the game. It's like really weird.
Well, Kid Dracula is like
Kid Dracula's an actual game.
Yeah, Kid Dracula's an actual game.
Which I almost
I'm about
bought.
to die again. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry I suck at games.
I almost bought Kid Dracula, like an imported version of it, but like there's a lot of text,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to play this. I'm gonna either have to learn English. I mean, English. Wow, me learn English? That impossible.
All right, well, that's
suck.
that's a good showing of how much I suck at this game too. But we're actually gonna go to the boss rush mode because fuck it.
Yeah, I was gonna say you should probably use my data.
Yeah, I want to see. Let me see.
I'm like maxed out.
Flame demon, giant back, succubus.
Yeah, those
there
are the
you
three
go.
souls. Those are the 3 souls you need to get to the final boss.
Harpy.
Ghost, arcane, evil butcher.
I have like a shitload of souls. so you
Yeah,
couldn't tell.
I'm trying to remember what the best stuff for everything is. Oh, you want Black Panther so you can run super fast.
Yep.
And you want the Headhunter because it buffs all your fucking shit.
Do you see how much?
Dragon's Tunic, Satan Ring, Rare Ring. I think that's all good.
I just like that one because it's huge and it has like that
that giant arcing
the giant
attack.
swing. Yeah. I don't think it's like my strongest weapon, but I use it a lot because of that attacks.
You don't have the
Pretty much
Clive Solaris?
Pretty much everything
No, I
you're
don't.
pretty much everything you're going to equip. The Lance Longinus.
Yeah.
152.
Yeah.
And he did 62 damage to you. Don't get penisy, bird.
I know, right?
You've been playing this for like 4 seconds, you're already getting too fucking penisy. just because you can take 64 hits doesn't mean you should.
Look at that run.
Woohoo! Fuckers!
Do you like it? You can do that in like midair too.
Oh yeah, it's great. I love it.
The Manticore.
Yeah, you're getting wrecked by this boss.
Now you're gonna show him what for. With all your buffed up weapons. You should stop taking fireballs to the asshole.
Probably.
That usually helps you not be terrible.
Yeah. Oh, the giant axe armor.
The great armor. He's guarding, bird.
No, he's still hitting.
Advancing guard.
It's like he has a weird hitbox.
Yeah, like if you hit his shield, it doesn't do anything. But like if you're
I see your
if you hit
tricks.
past his shield, then it does damage. If you hit underneath of it. There we are.
Jesus Christ.
No. Aren't you lucky I had this save file?
Seriously. Bird gets to look cool for a few minutes.
The one,
Oh, I love this boss!
This is the one enemy. It's a regular enemy in this game. It's not even a real boss, but somehow it's in boss rush mode.
Yeah.
And by the way, this is in the underwater level. So like for some reason, it's just like, hey, it's in a room with a painting.
It's so dumb, but I like it. And that's the painting it shows on Game Over.
Yeah,
Game
with the
over
game over screen. Yeah. There's a lot of things
the
about
man.
Oh my
There's a lot of
god.
things about this boss rush mode that's really fucking weird. I don't know. Oh shit.
He's clearly just
He's like the
fucking Goldar from
he is Goldar.
he's like the Goldar boss from Symphony of the Night.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He's just huge and in the way.
I don't know my.
Hey, let's put the giantest enemy in the game in the fucking underground level. Oh, here it is, the coolest enemy.
Oh yeah, this is so gross.
Fucking
This is
headhunter enemy is so cool.
This is the one boss that I knew from this game.
And it's in the that multiplayer game, isn't it?
I know. That's why I remembered it, because I played that recently. But it's in the game. It's in there as like a regular enemy.
What multiplayer game are you talking about?
The 360 one.
Oh, that one, the one that you and I used to play all the time.
Yeah. Oh, now the demon one.
It's supposed to be like this is its true form, and then when you kill this version, then it's like actually dead.
Yeah.
Then all the heads disappear.
Huh.
But yeah, that's kind of. From what I'm to understand, that's what that's supposed to mean. Is that like that's its true form?
Oh, it's death.
Fucking
Oh, Death looks super cool in this.
He's
Ooh,
a super
shit.
big fucking pain in the ass, and he's probably gonna kill me. So
It's Death after all.
fucking worst part about Death is not death. It's a fucking stupid scythe he throws around.
Yeah, it's a scythe, and then you fight him for real after it. Or am I thinking of a different?
Here
it is. Yeah.
Here's a nice little fun fact. Do either one of you know exactly how much health Death has in every game?
6,666.
No, 4,444.
Oh, that's right. Because four is death.
Four. The way you say four in Japanese also means death.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, I don't know why I thought I remembered him having like 666.
Well, it makes sense.
Yeah.
It does, but he doesn't. I don't think I have much for items, but yeah.
Tasty meat.
Fuck it.
I was disappointed to see that it was in Symphony of the Night. It wasn't called chicken. It was called like a ham or something.
Yeah, and it clearly was like chicken.
Because I always like calling it wall chicken. And then it was like meat or ham, and I'm like, it's not the same.
Oh, here we go. My
Fucking
favorite
Grand
boss.
Falloon! I was gonna ask if he was in this.
We are
Well, it's
Legion.
Legion in this.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, he's Legion in almost everything else, but yeah, he's great in Falloon.
Yeah, I don't
Yeah,
get why they change it for that one. Is that like a different
I don't
word
know.
for it?
That's a Ray Bradbury reference. Is why he's called Grand Falloon.
Oh, okay.
I don't think that really has anything to do with the fact that they changed his name, but I know that that's a thing.
Yeah.
Ooh, ooh,
You should probably get out of that corner there, Bird. Can you hit down and jump?
Yeah, what I was trying to do is get rid of one of the corners, and then you can just sit in that corner and spam the shit out of it.
Oh.
I don't like that there's a pile of bodies in the background.
Yeah.
That makes me nervous. Even though I know it's the background, it's still unsettling as
It's still
fuck.
gross. I hate in this version, they just look like mummies.
Yeah, they do, kind of. They don't look as, like, they don't look like weird, genderless creeps.
Like just
It's
giant
not in
homunculi.
this- Is it?
Yeah.
Is it? Which one of the games is it that there's two different versions of Legion? There's like an angel and a death version of Legion.
Oh, I don't know.
Because the death
Is it?
version is like the fucking creepiest thing you'll ever fucking see.
Is
in
it
your
Portrait of
goddamn
Ruin?
life. I don't know. I don't remember. Because like the angel version is kind of like this, where it's just like a giant circle of bodies around like a thing.
I know what
that
you're
you have
talking
to
about.
defeat. But like the death version is similar, but you have to keep hitting the outside, and it opens up and has this like giant awful looking vagina wound that opens up, and then you have to defeat the inside. It's super fucking weird. It is the fucking most disturbing shit. See, this is what I was trying to do from before. See, it might not let me do it here.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I don't think you're gonna get to.
Oh, no, he's doing it. Lame it out, Bird. To be fair, it's Castlevania, so laming it out is mostly acceptable.
Yeah.
Because laming it out in a Castlevania game just means you're getting good. So, honestly.
Yeah, kind of.
I hate that the core just looks like a little, like
Oh,
Like a
and then
cat
there's
toy.
a dead baby. Yeah.
It's not like a weird eye monster like
Oh, yeah.
this guy.
I hate and also really like this boss.
This is the one that's gonna kill me. By
Yeah,
the
it
way.
probably will. I usually die to him a lot.
Yeah,
in
see
boss
how much
rush.
health he does? No matter how fucking high level you are, his hits do so much fucking damage, it is stupid.
Oh, Jesus. Fuck.
I'm probably
Get
not even.
wrecked.
Yeah, I didn't even get to see
Get
his fucking eye laser.
wrecked.
Yeah,
Jesus.
I always get wrecked by him in boss rush.
Well, that was a nice little look at Aria of Sorrow, one of my favorite Castlevania games.
Game Dever.
Game Dever. Exactly. We'll see you on the next video for Boogin Month, because I'm sure this is not the last video you will see.
Nope.
Try not to eat.
Try not to spook yourselves.
Yes, that.